Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So it's Christmas in July day today. So I thought I would get my old Christmas journal out. Now this is the one that I was working on last year, which I never got to finish. Other things took priority, which they normally do, don't they? So I thought I'll give you a quick flip through. I haven't done a huge amount in here, but I thought I'd do a couple of sort of like pages in here as well. So this is the front, which I absolutely love. I think it looks really, really lovely. And if you can see, I've got some sort of like stickers on there as well to give a little bit of shine on the windows. So I've got 3 signatures in there. That's the back. I'll pop the link down to the videos where I've made some bits and pieces from it anyway. So front page, I have got this lovely little like wreath on there. I've got some little candy cane which I made with some Fimo. I've got some little baubles on there. Some are made with Fimo, some of them are little beads. So that's life. I got a tutorial for those as well. This is what we did last week, and so I popped it in here. So I thought that looks really, really good in there. All as I did was glue around the outside like that. So we've got, it is one of our little bags, so it's like a little pocket, and then we've got, it's like a double pocket really, because I didn't stick it all the way back. So that's good. And then we've got our little envelopes in there, which are beautiful. So these are the kit that's in the new one of the new ones that came out. So they look really, really nice. Loving these papers. I forgot how lovely this is. We've got our big tags, and then this is where we made a little window, and then that was to pop the little tags behind. So that's good. This one I have done, which is like a little pull out. It's got a little tuck there, and these are little pockets on there, and then we've got, it flips at the back as well. That's the middle page. These are some little things that I put down the side, little tiny little embellishments on there. I've got a tutorial for that one as well. This was a little pocket on there which I've popped in. That was a little Christmas tree. This was one of my mixed media that I did, which I love. Friday freebie on there. This just opens up. Little tags. That's a little Matchbox book. This is the second signature, so we've got our lovely little Christmas wreath on there that we made, which I love. And these little baubles are gorgeous. These are, here, look at the state of these. Look, a bit of a mess now, but they are like the little self-adhesive ones, but they're like bauble colours, aren't they? Like really sort of old-fashioned, and they're just sort of like self-adhesive, but they are lovely. So I've just stuck those on there. So they're beautiful. Little pocket in there with a little tag. Not sure whether I did some of these as Friday freebies, not sure, but lovely. Oh, that's another one of those little, they're like sort of like what they call plaited or braided, and then I've just popped it in as a belly band, attached it at the top and the bottom, and that's just like a little Christmas letter. That comes in one of the kits as well, but just beautiful. Another little window tag, which is lovely. Love these windows. Another belly band, and that's with like a little cracker. That's one of our little opening up ones like that. Looks lovely. And then we've got a little journaling spot in there, so that folds down nice and flat. I've got a funny feeling this one might be a little bit of a fat journal, but then it doesn't matter because it's like a Christmas journal. Christmas journals are normally generally nice and fat and round, aren't they? Another little page edge there, and a lovely tag. Now down this side, what I did, I stuck a little bit of double-sided tape, and then I popped some glitter over the top. So that's a nice little edge to a page, and I think that's about it. Oh no, on this one we've got, so because there's 3 signatures in it, I've added, I've done sort of like 3 of each thing, so sort of like pop them into each sort of like signature on there. So loving it, love, love, love. So what I thought I would do today, I think on this one, I'm going to show you how to make this. Now this is like really simple. It's 2 of the postcards, like the Christmas postcards, and what I've done, I put them back to back, and I've sewn in a piece of fabric on there So we've got a little pocket like that, and then all I'm going to do is stick that to the page, and then we've got a little pocket, so you can pop that in there, and then you can journal on there if you want to. These pages you can journal over the top because you can still see it, and I just think that looks really nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this one in here. I'm going to stick it in with a little bit of glue gun, like this. So just stick a little bit down here, and then I will show you how to make them. They're really, really simple. And all of my greenery falling out everywhere. So we will just stick that down like that. And then there we go. So that just flaps, and then you've got like a little pocket in there, which is lovely. So we can always pop something underneath as well, or make a little pocket on the back of that. But look at that, super simple. Let's have a look what we can put, because I've got some bits and pieces here which I obviously did last year. There's another one of my little open up little pockets there, which opens up like that. So I've just sort of like stuck the tags or the little journal cards either side, and I think that looks really nice, doesn't it? So we can pop that onto a page somewhere. So yeah, I will link, I think I've got a playlist, a Christmas playlist, which I'll pop a link under the video. So let's have a look. I've got these lovely envelopes as well. What's these? These are little journaling cards that I have popped on to. Or should we put that on there? Pop them onto. It's like a little bit of Hessian, I think. I think we could probably make a little tuck up there, couldn't we, with that? That's what I will do, and I'm going to stick it on with glue gun just on these little corners. So there. So I'm hoping, you never know, I might get this journal finished by this Christmas, but I do like working in different things. If I do a quick journal, it's quite nice because I've done a few quick ones lately. But it's nice to come back to things because you see things completely differently, I think. Now, is this one stuck down? That one's not stuck down, is it? Let's have a look. This little one, I think, is stuck down. Yes. So then that, look at that. That just slots in there. Absolutely perfect. Love it. So that can go in there. Shall we work on this little bit? We've got some bits in here. I think the last one we could pop some bits in, going backwards and forwards. I love it. Let's pop something on these pages, shall we? What shall we do? I've got some, oh, those are the journal cards, so I'll do that one in a minute. I want to just put, oh look, I've got a little pocket here. Should we pop that on there? That looks quite nice. And then I've got a little envelope, and then that can fit in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop all the things that I've actually made, and then we can at some point make some other things. So maybe next week for the Christmas in July, I think we can squeeze in one more week, I believe. Let's just stick that on there. Well, it just gives you a few ideas. So if you are doing Christmas in July, I know it sounds a bit strange, doesn't it, when it's boiling hot outside, summertime, and we're talking about Christmas, but it is nice to get a little bit prepared on things. Look at that, fabulous. So, and then what I'll do is I'll put some basics in here, and then we can go back again and embellish some bits, I think. So where should we go next? Let's go here. Well, actually, I might. Should we just do this one and stick this one in there? Because they're quite nice colours, aren't they? Should we have it so that's at the front? Yes, I'm going to have it so that's at the front, I think. So let's pop this to the side. Let me show you how simple this is to make. So you want two, I'm using the Christmas postcards that come in the kit, but obviously you can use whatever you like. You know, all of these ideas don't have to be for Christmas journals. You can use them, the same idea, in other journals as well, can't you? Right, I'm going to make this one just a little bit smaller, just so that you can pop something in the top here, and you've got like a little bit of a lip. And then I'm going to just cut just a little notch in there, and then we will just give this a little ink around the outside like this. Now I was getting ready as well to do my mixed media for tomorrow, and I've got some silver foil because I've been using gold foil in my mixed media, and I got some silver foil, and I just thought it would look lovely in this journal, wouldn't it? A little bit of silver foil, sort of like nice and Christmassy. So we shall see. While I'm having a play later, maybe I will see if I can add a little bit of silver foil to something in here. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so there we go. I've got glue on there. Have I got glue on that? So those two just go back to back. Now I have printed on the back of these, but again you can actually cover them with anything, book paper or anything, or just leave them white. You can ink it because there's only this little bit that you see anyway. Let me just ink that top bit there. So next bit we need, I've got a little bit of this which I ripped off, which I've got a big piece which is like calico. Comes in a big, I buy it in sort of like 3-meter squares from my local store. So but you can use a little bit of anything. You can even use paper. You don't have to use fabric. So I'm going to take a piece, I'm going to just take a bit longer, just like that, and I'm going to stick it onto this piece here. Now I think I'll use Fabri-Tac because it's a little bit thinner. Oh, I've got 3-in-1, not Fabri-Tac, it's 3-in-1 in here. Just a little bit across there. Just needs to go just on the bottom a little bit, just like that. Okay, so it's sort of level. Then I'm just going to pop a little bit along there, and then we will stick this on top like that. Let's make sure it's level on there, I believe. There we go. Sort of level, isn't it? There we are. So what I'm going to do now is just sew around this bit along there. But again, if you're not a sewer or you don't sew, just make sure you glue it down nicely. Okay, put lots of glue on there so it doesn't come apart. So I'm just going to pop to the sewing machine and sew around that. So 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. Absolutely perfect. There was just enough room along this top bit for me to sew across there without sewing it together. So lovely. So it's just sewn all the way around, and that's on there nice and tight, isn't it? So all I'm going to do now, which way was I going to put it on this side? We shall see. It doesn't really matter which way it goes or where it goes on, but it's nice and flat. So all I'm going to do now is add a little bit of glue to the fabric-y bit, like this, and oopsie daisy, stick it this way. That's it. Stick that down, and then we've got this little flappy bit, and I shouldn't have stuck the glue on there. There we go, push that down a little bit, and then that just flaps up. Fabulous. So you can put all sorts of little bits and pieces in there. So that's lovely. So they were really simple, weren't they? So it's amazing what you can just do in a few minutes when you've got things ready. Now I have another one of these. Should we put that in the back? I've got one on that page. Let's stick it there. I think I will just stick that there. So there we go. Now I need to get out all the other little bits and pieces that I've got. Sort those out for next week, I think. And then see what I've got I can make out of all the bits that we've got left. And then I've got a little envelope there, which is lovely. Well, let's just stick it up. Look at that, proper. And it's nice because it's got the Hessian sort of on the back of it. It sits up there nicely, so that's fabulous. And then again, we can have little pockets wherever we like, can't we? Should I pop a little pocket on there? Where can I put a little pocket? That's nice. That's the middle page, so I never know what to put on middle pages. Oh, I think that would look nice on there, wouldn't it? Let's just put that on there. So it's just sort of like randomly going through the journals and adding little bits and pieces to it. So pop that on there, like that. Stick it down. Oops. I think I might stick a few of these little, look at these little baubles. I do like these. Now I'm going to take them off. These are the self-adhesive ones, but I don't really trust them that much. So let's just put 3 of these on here. Oopsie daisy. Now I'm going to use, what shall I use? I'm going to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac, I think. I'm going to just put 3 along here. If it will come out. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Push them down. Just love these because they just look so sort of like vintage, I think. And they're just little ones that I picked up from my local shop, which are lovely. So loving those. Now I do need to just ink this one up. I didn't finish this one. Can't even remember when I started making my journal, whether it was in December or not, but I didn't get to finish it, did I? So there we go. I'm going to just stick this down. Where's my glue? And dearie me, what did I do with my glue? Here it is. Now I need to fill this up really down here. Just do that bottom bit so it sticks down. Perfect. If I didn't do that now, I would forget. And then that can just pop in the pocket. Beautiful. I love it. Oh, I did have this actually before I finished. Look at this. All that was one of my embellishments on there, and I've just popped it onto like a cereal box just to make it a bit harder. So that looks nice. I'm going to put this. Where should I put this? Oh, it looks nice on the red, doesn't it? And maybe a little bit of stickles would look nice on there. That looks good. Now I'm going to stick this on with a little bit of glue gun, I think. Quick and easy. Pop that down and stick that on. Look at that. Lovely. So yes, I'm going to pop the playlist down, so if you've seen anything on here that you would like to make, I have it in the playlist, which is great. But loving these, absolutely loving these. So it's fun to go back and have a look at what you've done. But look at that, love these little flappies, little flappy pockets. So there we go guys, a nice quick one for you today. Couple of ideas there, and there we go. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and I will see you soon. All right guys, bye bye.